Steph, do you know when Caitlin's injury happened?
I don't know when it happened. I know afterwards, we got a message that she had something going on with her leg, and they were getting an MRI, and then we got the alert yesterday.
Was it after the Liberty game on Saturday?
Is that our last game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Steph, you had a chance to try out a lot of rotations during the preseason. Do you feel like this group is equipped to make a change like this that'll get you through these next couple of weeks?
I think so. I think that's the advantage of our depth, right? And we, Sophie had injury early as well. I think it's the advantage of us, the depth that we added in the offseason, that we're equipped. Certainly we'd rather have it early than late. It's a great opportunity for our team to find an identity. It's a great opportunity for our team to play in a different way. And I also think it's a great opportunity for Caitlin to watch the game from the sideline and to grow in almost like a coaching kind of mindset and see some different things that we might be talking about on film, addressing in practice to see it develop in life.
What's up, hoop heads? Welcome back to MJ Hoops, where we break down the biggest stories in basketball on and off the court. Today's topic is one that's been quietly building for years, but has recently erupted into full view of fans, players, and media alike: the WNBA's growing referee controversy. From Caitlin Clark's injury update to accusations of inconsistent calls and even game manipulation, this situation has major implications, not just for the W, but for how we judge officiating, fairness, and league accountability across all levels of professional basketball. Let's break it down. We'll start with the biggest headline: Indiana Fever rookie and national sensation. Caitlin Clark will be sidelined for at least 2 weeks due to a left quad strain. According to official reports, this injury is unrelated to her earlier preseason knock. Now, why is this injury news sparking such a firestorm? Because it follows a string of extremely physical games and questionable calls, or lack of calls, that have many wondering if the league is doing enough to protect its players, especially its biggest new stars. Tensions exploded after a recent matchup between the Indiana Fever and the New York Liberty. The game ended with controversial officiating, including missed fouls, strange calls, and sequences that left players visibly confused and fans furious. Footage of the closing minutes quickly went viral. Fans accused referees of bias, incompetence, and in some cases, outright manipulation. This wasn't just a one-off. It opened a floodgate of criticism about the WNBA's officiating standards as a whole. So what's really going on with WNBA officiating? To understand the root of the problem, we have to look at the pipeline. NBA referees don't come from some elite specialized system. Most start by officiating high school or small college games, then work their way up through the G League and eventually to either the NBA or WNBA. Here's the catch. Many of these referees lack top-level experience before being thrown into a league with elite athletes and national media attention. In other words, they're learning on the job, and it shows. But here's where things get complicated. It's not just about the referees themselves. Game flow and officiating standards are largely shaped by a competition committee, a group made up of stakeholders, league executives, GMs, and coaches. These are the people who decide how physical the league should be. They decide what should be emphasized: contact, freedom of movement, scoring pace. Referees are expected to follow those directives, not just call what they see. And according to several sources, referee evaluations are based more on internal feedback from those same stakeholders, not from players, coaches, or fans. One of the committee's current emphases: physicality. The league has doubled down on letting more contact go, hoping to make games tougher and more defensively gritty. But here's the issue. Many believe that this hurts the product. Not only does it increase the risk of injury, it also slows the game down, causes scoring droughts, and creates chaos on both ends of the floor. Multiple analysts, coaches, and even players have criticized the current style as bad basketball. And fans? They're starting to tune out. Now let's talk about one of the strangest symptoms of the refereeing crisis: illegal screens. In recent weeks, these calls have skyrocketed, especially during Fever games. Multiple screens that look identical to plays on other teams are being called inconsistently. Some are whistled immediately, others, just as blatant, are ignored. At best, it's confusing. At worst, it's undermining the legitimacy of the outcomes. And it's not just fans noticing. Players have reacted mid-game with visible frustration, knowing that their sets are being disrupted in a way that doesn't happen to other teams. Now let's address the elephant in the room. With all this inconsistency, missed calls, strange ejections, and officiating that seems to change from quarter to quarter, a growing segment of the WNBA audience is starting to whisper the R word, or rigged. Now, do we believe the WNBA is actually fixing games? There's no hard proof of that. But what's important is that fans are beginning to lose confidence in the product's fairness, and once that trust is gone, it's very hard to get back. Perhaps the most ironic twist in all this? The league is finally seeing a surge in popularity. With stars like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and others bringing in millions of new viewers, the WNBA has a once-in-a-generation chance to capture the spotlight. And yet, instead of embracing that momentum, the league seems to be doubling down on insulating itself from fan feedback. Many fans feel their voices are being ignored, their concerns dismissed, and their favorite players treated unfairly. It's not just bad optics, it's bad business. And to be clear, this isn't just about Indiana or one game. Players and coaches from across the league have spoken out. Stephanie White, head coach of the Connecticut Sun, publicly criticized the lack of consistency. Brittany Griner, one of the league's biggest names, has expressed concern over dangerous physicality. Even the Minnesota Lynx have raised red flags about officiating patterns. This is a league-wide crisis, not a team-specific one. The WNBA is in a critical moment. With unprecedented attention, talent, and opportunity, the league has a chance to grow in ways never before seen. But growth can't come at the cost of credibility. The refereeing issue isn't just a minor speed bump, it's a structural flaw, one that could damage the league's long-term health if left unaddressed. It's time for transparency, it's time for accountability, and above all, it's time to listen, not just to executives, but to the people who watch, play, and love this game. Thanks for tuning in to MJ Hoops. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more basketball content, and let us know in the comments. Do you think the WNBA has a real officiating crisis? What changes would you make if you were in charge? Until next time, keep it honest, keep it sharp, and above all, keep hoopin'.